What up, everybody? This is your boy B-Rob, and I'm back with another edition of the Random Rounds with Rob podcast. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you, the listener, for coming back each and every week, or however you listen to podcasts. If you're a first-time listener, I appreciate you very much for giving my show a try. And if anybody referred you to me and you're in that vicinity, give them a crisp high five. But if you're not in that vicinity, send them a DM through your favorite social media app of choice, Snapchat, which everybody seems to be on nowadays since they got the fucking swap your gender face filter bullshit going on or whatever. So you want to see how you look like a girl or a dude and vice versa and whatever the fuck. I think now they even got it to where you can look at yourself as a little itty bitty kid and shit. What happened to your fucking photos? You want to see how you look as a kid? Go look at your damn photo album. But I digress. Anyway, keeping in traditions of this show, I have another guest that I've pulled from the ether of the internet at random. And let me give you a little backstory on how this even came to be. All those of you who listen to the show may know that I'm a fan of professional wrestling. And I think, a couple weeks back or however long it was ago, there was a little thing going around to where this independent wrestler, I guess he would carry around this metal briefcase type looking deal or whatnot, and he had his shit airbrushed on it or whatever. And I guess circumstances happened at the show, and a guy was getting into character too goddamn much and thought it would be a good idea to smash homeboy personal property during the show, as a part of the gimmick and whatnot. So I thought that was pretty fucked up. He tweeted the shit out, had pictures of it, and from out of the internet emerged this one individual that offered to respray paint your man's briefcase and whatnot. And I was just like, oh, that's mighty nice of him. Now I look down and I look at the freaking profile picture and the freaking account name of Leatherneck _0481. And I was like, that's a goddamn Marine. So I had to dig into the profile, and this person, amongst many other things, a Marine first and foremost, but is a video game streamer, which I would look through his Twitch shit, and this motherfucker had a video where he was fucking Twitch streaming for goddamn 6 hours and some odd minutes straight. And then he's a tattoo artist, and he's a digital artist, and he fucking airbrush some shit, obviously, because I just told you the story about how you offered to airbrush the guy a briefcase. And he's a freaking 3D modeler and shit, so he's technical with the goddamn computer skills and whatnot. So my guest hanging out with me on this edition of the Random Rounds with Rob, fellow Marine, Devil Dog, Roof, Oorah, and all that other shit, David Bokey, a.k.a. Leatherneck _0481. How are you, sir?
Hey, what's up, Rob? Simplify, man. Simplify. Yeah. I'm doing pretty good, man. So that's how you found me.
Exactly. That's how I found you.
All right. I think it took me like a week to put it together. I was like, maybe this is how he found me. And I was totally serious, too. If he wants me to airbrush his stuff, he can send me his case. He hasn't DM'd me yet, but I was totally serious.
Yeah, that seemed like almost a cry for like, oh, he broke my shit, man. Look how much of an asshole he is. Because I know goddamn well if a motherfucker offered me to spray paint my shit or whatever, I'd be like, here.
Yeah, I'm not trying to put anyone on blast or anything, but I just seen the quality of the paint job, and I was like, you know what?
I could do
Skulls is like my thing for one thing.
Yeah, I can tell.
And I've been airbrushing for 25 years. I was like, I could make that look awesome. I can make that shit look badass. Is
that like a common thing or whatever you see people? I mean, I know I do it on occasion or whatever. I do. I believe I have some skill in some areas of art and whatnot. And I see some shit and I'm like, yeah, I think I could do way better than that. Do you often come to that conclusion often?
I do. I see I'll be out riding around and see someone's car with super bad realistic flame paint job, and it just makes me cringe, man. You can't help it.
Not so. What came first, the tattooing or the airbrush?
Airbrushing. I've been an artist all my life. I was that kid that, pissed everyone off and won the bus safety contest in kindergarten. That was me. But yeah, I dabbled with airbrushing in high school. I was actually up at the PX, and this lady had her booth out there in front of the PX, and I just started talking to her, and next thing you know, she's calling me up and I'm working for her. So it was cool.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you how much of a Marine I am. When you said the lady was out there with her boo, and like I just heard the pronunciation of the B, and I thought you were about to say boobs. So, but yeah. So I mean, she just kind of wrangled you into the fold and whatnot, and had you doing all the work. But she just sat back and drunk mojitos and shit, right?
No. She worked too. She would work a different booth, like at the same time.
Okay.
And my first gig was, she had me set up, and this is so weird, and I don't even know how she got these gigs, but she was actually had a booth that she would set up inside a Walmart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
like inside those. Different Walmarts.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I was. And they would set us up like right next to clothing. I don't, weren't they afraid of paint getting all over the place, or
I don't know,
because it does happen.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's weird that you bring that up, because like I remember many moons ago when they had the photo labs in the Walmart or whatever, where you go in there and schedule your photos and whatnot. And they had an airbrush booth there in the side of that Walmart that we was going to take the pictures, me and my kids. And I was looking around Walmart to find, us like maybe a matching outfit or some shit that we could wear to take these photos in. And I seen the airbrush booth there. And I got them to airbrush some shirts, and we took pictures in the airbrush shirts inside the Walmart at the photo lab.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. Was it like a storefront? You know how they had those little stores up front?
Well, it was just like how you said. It was like right in front of all the clothes stuff. They had like a mall kiosk booth thing, like did you see in the middle of a mall, something like that.
Yeah,
little roller joint.
Yeah. I've never seen that before I started working for her. I just thought it was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then they moved us to out front. And then she also worked all the big fairs. It was in Southern California. So we did like the Orange County and the Del Mar Fair, which was super lucrative. I mean, you wouldn't think of airbrushing T-shirts as making a lot of money, especially if you're just like one of the artists, because the way it worked is I only got a percentage of the artwork, and that's pretty much it. But she's pretty generous with it. So I got like 50% of the artwork.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, working 14-hour days.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Goddamn. That's a lot of, you don't get hand cramps spraying the little thing and whatnot?
Nah, man, you get used to it. Matter of fact, my feet, my legs didn't even bother me. I was young back then.
Mm-hmm. Do you claim it on your disability now?
I try to claim everything.
Yeah. Well, are you still in or are you out?
No, I've been out, man, a long time.
Okay.
I think I've been out before you even went in.
Okay. Do tell. When?
I got out in 90.
Oh, yeah. Way ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was, freshman? I was a junior, I think. 98. No, I was sophomore, 98.
See, I always pick on my wife about that too, because she was in the Army.
Same with my wife.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, she was firing, Patriot missiles in Desert Storm, and I was doing my math homework as a sophomore. Yeah, watching it on the news.
Yeah, that's kind of the same with me, because my wife is a couple of years older than me. So I was just like, yeah, I mean, when I was in high school, you was already damn in your military career and, having your whole life set up and whatnot. Well, I was just worried about what I was going to eat in the lunch line and shit.
So check this out. Before you even contacted me, I'm going to confess that I really didn't know anything about podcasts, man.
Word. Okay.
That's cool. I had no clue what they were. Like I heard the name podcast.
Yeah,
You were like, I check out this podcast, whatever. I really didn't know what happens in podcasts. So, you kind of like pop my podcast cherry. So,
yay, I win.
Yeah.
At least it's not the big green weenie, right?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, man, I was checking out, I started listening to all your podcasts because I wanted to know what I was going to get into.
Mm-hmm.
And now I've moved, I listen to you and several other podcasts now because, my job allows me to listen to music and stuff while I'm working. So, you can only listen to your playlist for so many months in a row before you just start going crazy.
Yeah. And I can understand that, man, because like it's to the point now to where I don't even listen to the radio in the car anymore. Because what it was is just like, all right, you know how it is. You commuting or you driving somewhere and you hear the same songs on rotation throughout the whole goddamn day. From the time you go to work in the morning to the time you're coming back home in the evening.
Yep, so, all three of them.
Yeah. So then from there, I went to my phone or my iPod or whatever, and I would just listen to all the songs that I've downloaded that I liked. And then just like you said, you can only listen to the same shit so much. And then when I found podcasting, that was a wrap for me. As soon as I get in the car, I just wait for the shit to start up and I play a podcast and I just listen to different podcasts while I'm making my commute or going on a trip somewhere or whatever the case may be. I don't even listen to the radio or music anymore as much anymore.
Yeah, I'm getting like that too. The last couple of days, it's been just podcasts.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because they're new to you. It's just like, oh, what is this new toy that I have?
Right.
Now, so, I mean, all right, you obviously said that you're listening to me, so I appreciate you. And since, like in the intro says, I will give you a crisp high five, but we're not in the vicinity of each other because I recommended you to me.
Right.
But what have you been diving into since you discovered this new medium to you anyway?
I jumped into some Joe Rogan.
Oh, no, he did it.
Yeah, that was like the first one. Yeah, after you, I went straight to Joe Rogan.
Well, I'm glad Joe Rogan is your second best.
And I just ran into. I just looked up one today. It was second one I looked at in this subject, but the first one was pretty good. But I like this one a lot better. It's called Two Girls in One Ghost. I
think I've heard of it, but I never looked into it. So what you getting from it?
I went all the way back to their first episode.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, did you go back to my first episode?
Stumbling through it, so.
Did you go back to my first episode?
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, I listened to. I try to listen to everything.
Oh man, you got 170 some episodes if you're trying to listen to my whole catalog. There's only one other person that has done it other than me, and that's my man Nick Lovers over there. Shout out to you, homeboy. He listened to all 170 some episodes.
I think I listened to your first one and then I scrolled forward.
Yeah, please.
Your last maybe 10.
Damn.
10 or 11. Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot. I appreciate that.
That was like all in one day too.
Whoa. Yeah.
I have an 8-hour day, so.
Okay. Yeah. I understand better now. Well, sir, I am glad that I've got you through your work day.
Oh yeah, my work is so boring too.
What you doing, if you don't mind?
I'm just gonna say that I work for the Department of Treasury.
Oh, well, I appreciate you because I get a check from them every month.
AKA, I work for the IRS.
Oh yeah, well, you work for the bad side.
Yeah, I work for the man. Work for the man.
God damn, hold on, I can't say too much now. I don't want my podcast get audited or nothing. But yeah, I mean, so what hold on, we kind of jumping all over the place, and I welcome you to the world of podcasts and whatnot. But Double Dog, how do we even take that step into the realm of the Marine Corps?
Into the Marine Corps, well, it was either that or I was going to try to walk on the MSU football team.
Man, I thought you were about to say either that or go to jail.
No kids, no jail time for me.
Sweet.
It's all right. Yeah, I was just, I grew up in a small town in Michigan and just knew I didn't want to end up there. Mm-hmm. And so I was in the delayed entry program like a year and a half. And I was ready to go, man. 2 weeks after graduation, I was on that plane.
Yeah, oh yeah, I did the same thing. I was in delayed entry for about a year as well. And because I was 17 and, you got to have a adult to sign. And I was like, either you sign it now or when I turn 18, I'm going to do it anyway. So I got that done. Had to wait. And then as soon as I walked across the stage, I walked across the flight line. I was on the plane. I was gone.
Yeah, and I, probably too many drugs back then.
Oh, yeah. Mostly weed.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Nothing else.
Yes. That's not even a drug. That's just like.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
You talking about drugs, you talking about blow and all this other shit. But anyway, how far are you from Grand Rapids?
From Grand Rapids, I grew up in Eaton Rapids.
I don't even know what
it is. Which is close to Lansing.
Kind of. I don't know where that is either.
You don't know where Lansing is?
How far is it from Detroit?
It's about 2 hours north.
Okay. No, it's funny that you're from Michigan. And the guy that I mentioned just a little while ago, Nick, who said he listened to all the episodes, he is from Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's why Michigan people putting it down for the show, man. I appreciate y'all a whole bunch.
Oh yeah.
But so it was either the football or the Marine Corps and whatnot. I got a kid in here trying to hug me. Night. And so you chose the cream corn.
Yeah.
So did you pick your job or was you given it?
I was given it.
Yeah. What did you originally want to go in for?
Whatever they gave me.
Oh, okay. Well, very well. You got what you wanted then.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you just like, well, fuck it, it's a job, huh?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel wholeheartedly. I mean, maybe you have a different opinion, but like if you are coming out of high school and you don't have any ambition in going to school or whatever, you don't have a clear defined plan of what you want to do, I would recommend any branch of the military for you. What you say about that?
Definitely. That's kind of like what it was. I didn't know if I was going to make it, in football. I had played 10 years. I'd played ever since fourth grade all the way through high school. Mm-hmm. I was going to try to maybe walk on the MSU football team, but, who knows where it was going to go from then. I was like 150 pounds. So I was like, I'm probably not going to make it. And beyond that, I really didn't have any direction. I have a hard time staying on direction now.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm just kind of like floating. It's like, hobby ADD.
And I freaking sympathize. The only thing that's really been consistent in my life for the past 3 years is this podcast. I have that same thing to where, I pick up something and I'm like, this is cool. Let me get into this. And then like a couple of weeks later, I'm like, not so much into it anymore. But this podcast has been keeping me going for the past 3 years, and I thoroughly enjoyed it because I keep running into random people like you, sir.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you found something you enjoy, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, now that you're discovering, maybe this can be something that you can put into your ADD bag.
Yeah, that's funny because I was thinking, wow, maybe I could do that. I don't know what I would do though.
Well, I mean, you kind of do that now with your streaming and whatnot.
Yeah, kind of.
Which, I mean, you just doing it with video and all that stuff. I mean, you have guests from what I've seen, the little bit that I've watched and whatnot. So, I mean, you have the platform. I mean, you have the structure kind of. I mean, you just gotta kind of wrangle it around in another way.
Yeah. It's funny because I think it was like maybe 2 days before you sent me a message, I was like, it'd be really cool to get into voiceover.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was like, I could really get into voiceover. But, that's what I say about everything that I get an idea that I want to do. But I want to do everything.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you try to do something like you move over to this area and then you start lacking in that other area.
Exactly.
And it drives me nuts, man.
Jack of all trade, master of none.
Exactly.
Yeah, but how long did you stay in?
I did my 4 active, 4 inactive. Matter of fact, I got my honorable discharge in the mail 3 weeks before 9/11.
Oh, sweet. I was at work during 9/11.
Man, I remember that day. I was getting ready to go to my college class, me and my wife actually, and seen it on the news.
Yeah. Well,
got the day off.
Shit. I was in Camp Lejeune hiding under a truck pretending to work. And they got us all in formation, told us what was going on. And I was just like, oh, well, I'm going to die now.
If it wouldn't have been for me being married already, I probably would have went back in.
Well, so you saying the old lady holding you back?
It's not that she would hold me back. I told myself I wasn't going to get married until I got out. Because I just know how I know how it goes. Yeah. And it's rough. So, I mean, it was like as soon as I got out, we got married. And then, that happens. And it's just, I wasn't going to do it. Yeah. Not being married already.
Yeah, I don't know. I've done, I'm a 2-time felon as far as the marriage goes. So I don't know how I would feel about it if I went about it that route. I mean, I know I would be a whole bag for show. It's just, I don't know. I kind of like where I'm at, and all the shit that I've been through in the past or whatnot led me to this point. So
exactly,
so I just got to take it for what it is.
Matter of fact, I'll be celebrating my 21st anniversary next week.
Well, goddamn, congratulations.
Thank you.
Might have to send you some stickers or something. Yeah, man, 21 years. I'm rounding up on, we've been together 12 and we've been married 11. So yeah, I'm rounding up on that. But what's it been like, man? 21 years, man?
I barely remember half of it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. We so much alike. I like you a lot.
Yeah, man. I can't remember nothing.
Yeah, man, and it's crazy because my wife got this she remember all the details and shit. Like she would often ask me, just on the whim, you remember the first time we met, like in person? And I was like, yeah, you was fine as fuck. I mean, you still is, but in that moment you was extra fine as fuck. I mean, not saying that you're not, I'm sidestepping, I'm dancing all around.
Right.
And I was just like, and she's like, yeah, I remember you came over, you had this on. And I was looking at your feet and I was like, you got some big old feet. And she was just telling me all the details of the day. And I was just like, I don't remember none of that shit.
Yeah. Me and my wife could be talking about something and I'll be like, babe, that just happened like 2 weeks ago. Or she'd be like, that was 6 months ago. And I'm like, really?
For real? Now it's starting to flip around on us or whatever now with more recent events. Cause, she'll ask me about something. I was just like, I told you that last week. She's like, no, you didn't. And I was like, yeah, you were sitting right there. I was standing right here. You asked me about this and I told you this. And you was like, okay. So, I mean, what the issue is. And then even more recent example, we go on, take a trip over the weekend. So she set the account up to buy the tickets and all the other stuff. And she forwarded me the email, the itinerary. So I would have it too. So the other day, we coming up on the trip. She's like, did I forward you the stuff for the trip? I was like, yeah. She's like, are you sure? I thought you did that. I was like, no, I have it right here. It came from your email that you sent. Man,
I got a really messed up story I got to tell though.
Oh, tell it.
Okay. So, my wife was in Desert Storm. Mm-hmm. So she does have PTSD. So, she's got a duffel bag full of medication she has to take every day.
Yeah, that sucks.
A lot of it's for sleeping. And I get to mess with her every now and then when she, gets a medicine that gets changed for sleeping, which, will make her like sleepwalk and stuff. Oh, so I had to lock the door because she fell down the stairs one night. Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
But anyways, my mother-in-law makes the best pound cake, right? And one time we were over at their house, they gave us a couple pieces. She gave us a couple pieces of pound cake to take home with us. And, I came home and I ate my piece. And so hers was still there in the bag.
I already know where this is going.
So, the night goes on and I catch her in the kitchen getting ready to get that piece of pound cake. And I'm like, babe, what are you doing? Oh, I'm about to eat my cake. I said, no. That's my piece. You ate yours earlier. She's like, I did? I said, yeah. She was really messed up. But then I was like, no, baby, go ahead. That was yours.
Oh, man. You didn't have the heart to go through with it.
No, I couldn't go through with it.
Man, I did the same thing the other day. Because, like, she's on this diet kick or whatever. So, she's been kind of refraining from eating all the snacks and cakes and all the other stuff like she normally did. So she had a Snicker or some shit sitting on the counter. And I went there, I seen it. I was like, I don't think she's going to need this. So I took it to work with me. I ate that motherfucker. So like hours later, I'm at work. I done forgot I done did the shit. And then she texts me, you eat my Snicker? It's like, no. Why would I do that? That wasn't for me. Why would I do such a thing? And then I just like, you don't remember you ate it the other day? The other day? Are you sure? Yeah. I'm positive. And then I bought her another one when I left from work. Yeah,
my wife, she keeps a goodie bag on the side of her bed.
I just
a big, one of those big paper bags.
I just found a new one. She moved a stash around on me. She got two stashes. She got one that's visible, is in the top of the closet. You know, I see it when I walk in the closet. I know it's there. Then she got her stash to where she tuck it away and hide it somewhere to where I can't get her good stuff. You know, I can just have all that garbage shit that she got in the top of the closet, but while she keep the damn good shit close to her chest and whatnot. I caught her one day. She was getting ready for work, and I just happened to walk in the room, and she was just like, trying to hurry up and push it away. That shit. And I was like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, my wife, she keeps hers on the side of the bed, and once in a while I want a piece of chocolate or something, and I'll be, and she always wakes up when I'm upside down in the bag, feet dangling out the top, digging through everything she has, and she's like, get out of my candy.
What the hell was that? What the fuck?
So yeah, that's what she sounds like when she's mad. No, not really. But yeah, she does. She catches me every now and then.
Yeah. You just gonna gloss over that. That shit scared the hell out of me. Oh fuck, man.
Hey man, look, talking about that podcast earlier. You should check it out. It's really good. The 2 girls, 1 ghost.
Yeah.
So it's really good.
That's one.
And I've grown up with a lot of that kind of stuff too. So
what, ghosts?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you believe?
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I can't say I don't believe, because it's one of the things to where, I ain't see the shit and it ain't happened to me, so I don't have nothing to go on,
Right.
But if a motherfucker goes ooh up in this bitch, I'm like, yeah, I'm gone.
Yeah, man. Yeah, me and my wife both. I mean, we went to this hotel. Spent the night in a hotel, and it was a suite. Mm-hmm. And the next day, well, I woke up in the middle of the night, and the first thought in my head was, I know someone's not in here trying to take our stuff. Mm. And I sit up and I look over, and there's a shadow standing in the middle of the kitchen area. Mm. And there's like emanating a blue light everywhere, but there's no light. You can't see a physical light. Just it's lit up. It's casting light on everything.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I laid back down, went back to sleep.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm tripping. I'm
going right. Yeah, I'm tripping. We're packing the next morning, and my wife is like, there was something in here last night. I was like, oh, was it a shadow standing in the middle of the kitchen emanating a blue light? And she looked at me weird and said, yeah. And I said, yeah, I seen it too.
Oh man, fuck that noise.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I don't, like I said, I don't have nothing to go on, so I don't really believe in it per se. But like, I often, spook myself. Just like I would come down the stairs in the dark after I'm finished with a podcast or whatever. Everybody sleep is quiet as fuck, and I was like, man, what if I came around this corner of these stairs into the kitchen and it's just like some gangly demon motherfucker just in the kitchen looking through my refrigerator and shit. I was like, what the fuck would I do in this instance? First of all, if everybody's sleeping, they're gonna stay asleep because I'm gonna be gone. But yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, I've been dealing with stuff since I was like 9, man. My sister got possessed.
What?
She almost killed me.
That's not. Oh shit.
Yeah, she held a butcher knife to my throat.
Well, see, yeah, now you have a reason to believe certain things then.
And you know, something's happened in every apartment we've lived in. Since we got married, nothing really. We just moved to Austin like maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna go up to Austin, maybe visit and hang out some, but I ain't going up there now. You can
no, man. Look,
all that
you come up
ghoulish
here and
shit to
hang
yourself.
out. We're gonna go do some karaoke.
Oh, I don't know about that. I only did that one time.
Well, you don't have to karaoke. You can drink.
Oh well, yeah, I can do that. I'm a pro at that.
I know you can. You're a Marine.
I got. I mean, that's one of my McMac tabs on my belt. But yeah, man. Man, you got some Emily Rose shit.
No, man, you don't understand. I had something happen while I was streaming. Right. So the office I'm sitting in, I have double doors behind me, and it's next to the front door.
Yeah.
And I have Chihuahuas, and they usually, like, a couple of them, like, have a bed underneath my desk, and they just lay there, usually. So nobody was here. And sometimes when my wife is out and about, she'll forget something, come home, run upstairs, get it, and leave, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here streaming, and I hear the door. The dogs start barking like usual, and they run out there and follow something down the hallway. Now, when I heard the door, I looked back and seen someone go by the door out of the corner of my eye. I was fully expecting within 10 minutes for my wife to come in and say, hey, blah, 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 I stopped to pick this up, whatever, I'm out. 10 minutes go by. Nothing. I go out in the hallway. I tell the stream, wait a minute, go out in the hallway, and I look. Door's still locked. I go upstairs. Nobody's here. My dog's standing in the hallway. Well, one of them looking around like, what the hell just happened? You know, he's like, I know I seen somebody. Where'd they go? Nobody, man. Nobody. So I stopped the stream so it would make the video. And I rewound the stream and watched it with my viewers on stream so we could see if we seen anything. Because my door is completely open, you know, and we didn't see anything. My dog's seen it. I seen it. I don't know.
Man, what's that shit? The Conjuring. Motherfuckers, they don't want to leave you alone. They following you everywhere you go.
Beyond that, it's been really quiet here.
Yeah, man. I don't know how to process this right now. I was not expecting none of this. I thought we was going to talk about some amphibious landings and goddamn barracks parties and shit. Whatever. We talking about goddamn entities and shit.
Oh, hey, we've had some barracks party. Look, one of my friends, you know, I was on my way out to the party. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, this was in Okinawa.
Oh, yeah.
On a Saturday. I'm on my way out to the party, and here comes my friend. Got an arm around each side around people. They're carrying back up to the room. Puke all down the front. It's just 10 o'clock in the morning.
Of course. That's how we get down.
I don't know, man. I was just on my way out there.
Yeah, man, you know you got a pregame before you go. So, I mean.
I heard they were out there funneling tequila, though. And that'll get you every time.
Yeah. I mean, depending on which area they was funneling it to, you know how some of them like to butt chug now.
No, I doubt if they're doing that outside.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I would not doubt if they were either.
Well, they are. Yeah. Well, they are crazy. Exactly.
But the streaming aspect of everything, you know, we kind of talked about it earlier and whatnot. But like, what got you into that? It seems like a very popular thing to do now. I mean, have you just recently got into it, or is it something that you've been doing for a while?
Nah, man, I've been doing this ever since I got here. Ever since I got to Austin, I've been streaming. I finally had room to do it, so I was just like, you know what? I already play all the time. This is before I started working for the IRS, and I got. I'm a Native American, so I get other income.
Oh,
so I was able to survive without actually having a job. I could freelance, do freelance art, and that would be enough. So I had a lot of free time, gaming with my online friends a lot. We would have some really funny moments, really funny, where you'd almost pass out, like laughing so hard. And I was like, you know what? I should share this with people.
Mhm.
If I'm playing and I'm here doing it, I might as well just stream it and maybe meet some new friends and have a good time doing it. So
Okay.
that's how that kicked off.
What's your poison of choice? What's your go-to game right now?
I'm addicted to Rocket League.
I thought so. I seen a lot of that on your profile.
Yeah, I play a lot of Rocket League, and just the other games just come and go. Like I'll play Minecraft for a month, drop it for a couple years, and then go to Ark, play that for a while, drop it. Just, revisit all the old stuff. Tom Clancy, The Division, the new one's out. Been playing that.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, man. I tried to do something like that. We me and a couple friends would get together and play Grand Theft Auto, and we just run around just bullshitting or whatever. I remember one of the videos that's up on YouTube right now, because we all former military and everything, and we all in there, and guys on the mic talking to, I guess, like his father-in-law or some shit, talking about flight plans and taking a trip and shit. I was like, OPSEC, motherfucker, OPSEC. You don't want to know your shit.
Yeah, we have a group of people that jump into Grand Theft Auto too.
I haven't played in so long.
I get bored with it really quick though.
Oh yeah, man. I get bored with like the repetitive missions and whatnot. I mean, you gotta go to a bumfuck end of one side of the map, and then you gotta bring the goods all the way to the other side of the map. And then you got those assholes that just can't leave you alone, let you run your missions. They want to get in your shit. So we just kind of run around and fuck with the cops. Just see how many stars we can get up, and we just stand in the middle of the intersection and just blowing shit up.
Right.
But damn, with your streaming and whatnot, I mean, do you have some regulars that come back to join you and whatnot?
I do have loyal few that come back, and I do have some people that'll not visit for a while. They pop in, say hi, won't see them for another couple months. I was doing pretty good for being a small streamer. Then my house got struck by lightning.
Oh.
And it took out like all of my electronics. So I was out for like 3 months. And when I started back up, it was like starting over.
Yeah. Shit, man. Yeah, that ghost got you good, man. They done summoned lightning down onto your house and shit.
Hey, just lucky the house didn't burn down.
Exactly, man.
It hit the metal part of the chimney.
Oh. Santa was pissed, wasn't he?
Oh, I guess. Man, I'm still dealing with that stuff, though. There's just a big mess going on about that stuff, man. All I can say is, people, if you ever have something fixed, make sure the contractor doesn't fix it before they submit the evidence to your insurance company. The end.
Oh, man. I mean, we had something similar happen to us not too long ago, to where a fire started in one of the walls of the house, and then the fire melted water PVC pipe, so the water from the pipes put out the fire and shit. So
that's very fortunate, actually.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
That could have been way bad.
Yeah, we got more water damage than fire damage, which, you mean, in the grand scheme of things, I'm kind of glad it was the water over the fire.
Right.
But yeah, it sucked, man. I had saved quite a bit of money to go plan some stuff for me and my wife and everybody and everything, and then that shit happened and had to give up the cash.
Oh yeah, I know how that is, man. I live in a 2-story, and some of my relatives, I don't know what they did, but they flooded the upstairs bathroom.
Fuck.
And I woke up on a Saturday to all the smoke detectors going off, and I'm running all over the place, and I run downstairs, and in the hallway, there's like this steady stream of water coming from one of the smoke detectors.
Goddamn.
And as I'm standing there looking up, I see the plaster starting to peel and the cracks forming on the ceiling. I mean, in a matter of seconds, man.
Yeah, I mean, that was the same thing that happened in that instance that I was just telling you about, man. I woke up and just, 5 o'clock in the morning, going in the closet to get my stuff ready for work, and my socks are soggy. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I walk around to the outside bathroom, and shit is just raining like Jumanji from the ceiling and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Exactly, man. It's horrible, though. And there's nothing you can do about it but sit there and watch in horror as your freaking wall cracks and changes colors. And
yeah, I know. I immediately ran to the hot water heater and turned all that shit off. And it was just it's horrible, man. And then you had to sit there and wait for the motherfuckers to come out there, do the estimate, and, get a contract out there to fix it and all this other bullshit.
Yeah, did they do the where they drill the holes in your walls and then put the fans and the tubes and kick you out for a week? Yeah, well, we got to stay there, but they still did all that because most of the stuff was contained. It wasn't. I don't think it was to the extent of how yours was, but it was pretty much the spare bathroom and the wall on the other side, which was our master closet. So that was the only parts that was really damp and everything. But it fucking sucked. Horrible. Yeah, man. It's horrible.
Terrible, Terry. Terrible. Oh, man. Speaking of Marines, do you frequent Instagram?
I have an Instagram. It has a couple silly pictures on there, and that's about it. I don't really do Instagram that much. Because I need to.
Yeah, you do. Because that's where I kind of live there. But there's a page. I mean, you might have heard of it called Terminal Lance.
I have not.
Oh yeah, you need to look it up. But it's just Marines doing Marine shit. And right now, there is a Marine that is stuck in the porthole over his barracks door, feet sticking out and everything, and he just pretty much opened the door. It's weird.
Man.
It's typical Marine shit.
Yeah, man. That takes me back to some stories, man. I used to play tricks on people.
Oh, do tell.
We were in all right, so we were doing a port operation in Korea. And, there's a handful of us, maybe 10 or 11 Lance Corporals were all, and one staff sergeant. And we had to live on the flight line in a GP tent for like a couple weeks.
Been there?
We were getting everybody there. And, of course, we had some one Air Force tent out there, which was rubberized and air conditioned. And then they brought a rec tent that had like a cot, a VCR and a TV in it. And, we had porta pods out there. Of course, that's what we had to use. And they're just baking in the heat all day.
Oh, yeah.
And one day I decided to wait until one of the fellas went in there, and I tied a rope around the porta pod and just let them baste in there for like 30 minutes.
Oh. Yeah. We used to shoulder tackle the motherfuckers when somebody was in there taking a shit.
Yeah, we rocked it a little bit, and we eventually let them out.
Oh yeah, we had they'll go up there to the exhaust pipe and drop rocks down in it so the water will splash on them and shit.
Oh man, that's messed up.
It is, but it's messed up when it's you. It's not messed up when you're doing it.
Right. Hey, did you ever take like one of the heating elements and break it apart and put it in like a 2-liter bottle with a little bit of water?
Oh yeah. Grenades, man.
Yeah, I did that, and I threw it over by the rec tent, and the staff sergeant was in there taking a nap.
Oh no!
God, I didn't expect that big of an explosion, but he came running out of there like we were in Pearl Harbor. It was pretty good, man.
What we did is this is another tip for you. You take the like you were saying, you take the heating element out and put it in the bottle. But we didn't use water. We used Tabasco sauce. So it's like,
oh my God.
So we use a gang of Tabasco sauce and we put in the heating element in there. We top it off and it's like a motherfucking CS grenade, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Never thought of that.
Yeah, the only reason that we thought of it is because we didn't have no water.
Probably the only thing else we used to do to each other is we spent, work MOS. We spent a lot of time cleaning our weapons down at Supply. And those big Q-tips, those wooden ones?
Yeah.
They have these like super long, like 6 or 7 inch wooden Q-tips that you clean your rifles with.
Oh yeah.
And we used to take the barrel and sharpen the wooden end of the Q-tip on the cement.
Yeah.
Nice point and
nice shank.
Blow dart them at each other.
Oh man, that's horrible.
And they stick you too through your t-shirt and everything.
God damn.
Hey, we had to do something. We're bored, man.
And that's the common crux of Marine Corps. We get in trouble all the time because we're bored.
Yep.
Yeah, motherfuckers will tape each other to the wall and shit with duct tape.
Yeah. And I got promoted out in the field, out in Korea. Went out there as a PFC and got promoted to a Lance Corporal with everyone else was Lance Corporal. So, yeah, and you can imagine how that went. I paid the price, man.
Oh, buddy. Man, you know what they did to me one time? I was on leave. And they was like, hey, man, you got a promotion warrant here for corporal. And I was like, if you want it, you got to come back so we can promote you. I was like, fuck. All right. It was just kind of like one of those leaves to where I was just kind of taking off just to take off. I didn't have no plans or nothing.
Yeah.
So I come back in off leave. They was like, all right, here you go. Promoted me in the office. And it was like, all right, we just wanted to promote you before we sent you out to the field. Son of a bitch.
Oh, man. That's how the government do you, though.
Yeah, they got me good. Yeah, so they corporaled me up and sent me to the field for like 2 weeks.
So did you go to MCRD or were you out in...
Yeah, I went to Cali.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's where I was, too. And it's weird, though, because I'm from Michigan, so I was closer to the other one.
Yeah, I mean, they do that every now and then. It's just like it's a numbers thing. I forgot how they said that usually goes. But I was on the west side of the Mississippi, so I went to Cali.
Yeah, man, I miss Cali. Spent 18 years out there.
Yeah, see, well, I was on the other end to where I never left the East Coast for my whole contract. I was in 16 years, and I stayed on the East Coast the whole time. I wanted to go to Cali, though I hadn't been there other than the damn, boot camp, MCT, and motherfucking, fucking 29 Palms and shit for desert training, warfare, and all that other crap.
Right. So what company were you in for MCT?
Man, I don't even remember.
How can you forget that, though?
We just talked about this. I don't remember shit that happened yesterday.
I remember. Look, I was in hotel hell, man.
Okay, you don't remember shit you and your wife talking about, but you remember that stuff, huh?
Yeah, I do.
With selective memory loss.
Yes, definitely is. I got, the thing is, I got to hear it and comprehend what you're saying to actually remember it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that, too. It's just like I don't remember it right off the bat, but like once you start filling in the blanks, I'm like, oh, mostly because you told me everything that happened, and I'm just
exactly. But yeah, dude, you're definitely gonna have to come hang out when you come to Austin. We our circle of friends is nothing but veterans.
Word. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Because I think there's some other podcasts out there in Austin that I know of and whatnot. Now, I'm looking for an excuse to go, not only because I don't know. I'm just trying to find a way to get up there and kind of make it a thing, I just don't want to be like, hey, wife, I'm going to Austin, see you in a couple of days. I just want to be like, all right, I'm going to do this thing and whatnot. I got to account for something.
Yeah, man. We got a cool group of people from all branches. Matter of fact, one of them followed me out here.
Oh,
this guy I knew from Cali, right?
So you thought it was the ghost? It was him the whole time.
No. Check it out. We met him in Cali. Me and my wife met him in Cali. And well, she met him first because he was a bouncer at one of the bars that she would go to. I didn't do karaoke back then. It took me like years before, I finally was like, all right, I'll go and do it, whatever.
Yeah.
But we ended up being like best friends. But and he's still pissed at me about this. But when we left Cali, I guess I couldn't get a hold of him. I mean, we had a big party. We had like 70 people show up at this huge going away party they had for us, right?
Yeah.
And I told him, look, dude, I tried to call you. I couldn't get a hold of you. So he didn't even know we left until after we were gone.
Nah.
And the funny part was we were out here not even a year, man. Not even a year. And my wife is in one of her groups and hears this voice. And she's like, I remember that voice. And here's my buddy Gray. He was in the same group out here in Texas.
Yeah, damn.
And I guess he's from Longview. So,
okay.
But he moved out here and didn't realize that we were out here. Like he didn't know where we moved. So it's crazy.
He's meant to be your buddy.
Yeah, I guess so, man.
Yeah. But, what's your other peak? The tattooing thing. You did the airbrushing first. You got the streaming thing going on the back end. How did the tattoo stuff come in before we wrap down?
Tattoo stuff, man. It's just like a thing I was dabbling in. It's more my wife's idea. Mm-hmm. I was like,
get that free work.
Yeah. She did get some free work, but it's kind of, it's relaxing to do. I didn't know if I could do that to somebody, but it's actually really relaxing to do. I just don't know if that's what I want to do. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in the same boat. I mean, the podcast is like the mainstream thing or whatever, but there's other things that I want to dabble in, just like what you're saying. It's just, is my interpretation of what I want it to be is what's kind of holding me back. It's just like, I want it to be perfect when I start. So I got to have this, and this. I want to do this, and this, instead of just jumping in and doing it like how I started the podcast.
Exactly, man. I even like considered starting to write again. I used to be in a rap group when I was like 15.
What? Go ahead, spit some bars.
I'm not gonna spit no bars.
Man, you do karaoke.
It's not my stuff.
You can do karaoke. I don't want to but you can't.
You want me to do like some Digital Underground or something?
No. You ain't got no original works and then.
No, man. I haven't written anything down since like I was 15.
Okay. All right. So you got a little bit of time between that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, we used to freestyle in MOS school while we were waiting for the next bird to come in.
Okay.
But beyond that, man.
Well, this is your project. I'm gonna get you back into the groove. I mean, you ain't gotta do it right now. I ain't gonna put you on the spot like that. But damn, I'm always looking for new intros for the show. It's just since this is the Random Rounds with Rob, I have like 6 different show intros, so you get them at random. You never know which show intro you're gonna get.
Oh, so, I got you.
So I need to add something more to it. I mean, it doesn't have to be your best. It can be your worst if you want it to be. I don't care. I just need something random.
It'll never be my best or my worst, man, because I won't put my worst out there.
Uh-huh.
I'm a perfectionist, man. I just, I won't do it. But yeah, definitely, man. It sounds like a good idea. Yeah, it'll get me started again.
Yeah, I'm here to help you, dope.
Yeah, it was a producer approached me at the place we do karaoke, and that's what started making me think about doing it again. I was checking out because they wanted me to come to a gig that they were doing the next day, and I looked into them that night, and I was like, nah, that's not my group of people right there. It was like some country trap music stuff, and
man. I mean, that's what's in right now, man.
That was not man.
You heard the Old Town Road, huh?
No, this was a bunch of white dudes with rebel flags and.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, there's something different.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think I fit in with you guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And, I looked up some stuff that had to do with their manager and wasn't liking what I was hearing. So I didn't even want to get mixed up with that crowd.
Yeah, I totally understand. Go what you get.
But it did let me know, look, if I wanted to do it myself, I could. And just let me know that, hey, you still got it. So yeah.
You still got it. Do you like wrestling? I mean, the wrestling dude came up. I mean, do you even watch?
I don't watch it anymore, but let's jump in the time machine, man. Let's go back to like 1984, 85. Okay. You know, I'm in fifth grade. Mm-hmm. Everyone's a wrestler. Me and my best friend at the time, British Bulldogs.
Oh yeah.
And we would have matches at recess. I mean, we were organized too, man. We had like already set up matches. We had cards going into recess and who we were going to wrestle. And we were actually trying to hurt each other. Figure 4 leg locks, drop kicks, whatever. We were really, doing it. People would be crying like every recess too.
Why you don't want to hurt each other, man? That ain't cool. Wrestling is about the art, not the pain.
Well, it was, it was fun though. We had fun. Yeah. But yeah, I watched it for a really long time, and I haven't met Goldberg.
What? Tell that story.
We lived in Cali, and me and my wife worked out like all the time, every day, 3 hours a day, except for on Sundays. And one of the new gyms we were going to, it wasn't a franchise gym. It was down in the valley in Southern California. And we had a trainer. He had his own little room in the back, and we were in there talking to him. And someone taps me on the shoulder and says, "Excuse me, big guy." I think someone trying to go by me. And I turn around and I'm looking at this dude's chest because he's like super tall.
Yeah.
And it's Goldberg. I was like, holy crap. But dude is awesome. He's a really nice guy. Yeah, he doesn't carry around like a big ego or anything. Very personable. You can walk up to him, just strike up a conversation in the gym. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
I don't know what I would do if I met Goldberg in real life.
Man, I seen him working out. Like he was doing his delts.
Yeah.
And he was doing it on the machine that you usually do squats. The machine where the bar is kind of like locked in, so you turn it and it will lock so it doesn't come down any further.
Yeah.
Well, he was using that, and he had 45 plates like stacked to the end of the bar.
Shit.
And he was doing shoulder shrugs, and every time he would like shrug up, like the front of the machine would actually come up off the ground. Like 2 of the legs would come up. It was crazy.
Not enough weight, man.
Yeah, not enough weight. I offered to go stand on the bar for him. No.
Yeah, you just want us to sit on that?
But yeah, man. But yeah, me and my friend, we even went as far as, we were the British Bulldogs, back in 5th grade. So we got those. We had the same shoe size. We got the Reeboks, the white Reeboks I got the white and red, and he got the white and blue. We trade one shoe.
Oh man, that's good, man. I'm still mad about it. I'm mad about a lot of things from my past, but we had a videotape circulating around to where we was wrestling and whatnot, and it got erased, and I'm sad about it.
Yeah, I wish I could find a lot of the like cassette tapes that me and my best friend did. We come up with parody shows, and not much to do back then. You didn't have the internet, so we come up with parody shows and put it on tape. It was some funny stuff, man. I wish I could have those right now.
Yeah, it's just like I wish I knew then. I mean, we all said I wish I knew then what I know now, because I would have kept a lot of shit, man. Matter of fact, I went home not too long ago to where I'm from. And we was tearing down an old storage shed on the back of my mom's and them property. And we were just going through a whole bunch of shit that they had in the shed, throwing out trash and all kind of stuff. And I found a box of boxes that I used to keep everything, man. It's just like old Nintendo 64 controllers, the Nintendo 64 box. I had a copy of NBA Live 99 for computer or some shit. You know, it was just all the boxes from all the things I had inside of another box.
Yeah. Probably at my mother's house, there's all kinds of stuff that I probably still have empty beer bottles from when I was a teenager around there somewhere, you know?
Yeah, because that was those conquest years. It's like, I conquered all these motherfuckers.
My mom told me a story once. You know, she openly knows that. Yeah, I drank back then. But I had one of those, king size water beds.
Yeah.
And it had like the 6 drawer underdressers.
Yep.
On each side, right? And I guess she went in my room one day. She told me the story. She went in my room one day and opened up one of the drawers, and it was full of beer bottles, like standing up. The whole drawer. And she was like, well, shit, I'm going to drink one. And she grabbed one and it was empty. Because I popped the tops back on. Yeah. After I drank it. And then she realized they're all empty. Yeah. I was just Jack and Coke, man.
Yeah, I remember those. You had the big brown wood waterbed frame.
Oh yeah, and I had the like the deluxe one. They had like the paddings that ran up the side, and then the corner seat, padded little corner seats at the end. Yeah, with the mirrored headboard.
I was just about to, the mirror, man. Oh man, my mom and them, they had that same one, and even after they got rid of the waterbed mattress, they just sunk another regular mattress in there, and they kept that thing for years, man. I used to hide all kind of toys up under the little drawers like I was talking about. Yep. And everything. And I think I almost shot my mom once. My dad had his gun under there, and I was being a little kid digging around in there, and I pulled the gun out. I was like, hey, Mom, look at this, and pointing it at her and shit, and she beat my ass. So much deserve it, though. I mean, I almost shot her. So
Right. So it's crazy, man. Those old beds. It's hard to believe. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't trust to put one of those on the second story. I mean, imagine how much that weighs. That's a lot.
No, and shit. Yeah, man. Just to break it down in all those little pieces and try to drag it up. Nah, fuck that. I just had to sit in the living room somewhere. Yeah. But damn, what you got next on your agenda, man? You know, I mean, you're already a tattoo artist. You're a freaking 3D modeler, which we didn't get into, but I imagine that you're pretty good at that as well. But like, what's the next conquest for you besides podcasting?
How'd you know I was going to say that?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna try to get back more into my art again. I've been slacking.
Yeah.
And I just need to get back into it, man. Actually, one of my viewers bought me a 3D printer.
What? Hold on. And, hold on. This from your video twitching stuff?
Twitch, yeah.
So what you mean to tell me? What you trying to tell me is that people like you playing video games so much that they bought you a 3D motherfucking printer.
Well, yeah.
Well, shit, man.
See,
I'm doing it all wrong.
I pitched it though. See, here's the deal.
Oh, you got to have an angle.
I got an idea, and I'm gonna throw it out there.
Got an angle, all
and
right.
Yeah. See, this is kind of like my new. Well, I do have a new conquest actually.
Here we go.
So now that I have a 3D printer, I was like, cool. I can start making props for cosplay.
Ah, yeah.
And then I started watching videos, and they make stuff out of the foam and stuff. And I'm like, cool, because I can airbrush. So
yeah,
I already got that aspect down. But the whole thing about the 3D printer came about with this crazy ass idea I got. Are you familiar with like anime stuff?
Yeah, to a lesser extent, but I know of it. But
okay, you know what a Gundam is?
Oh yeah.
All right, you know those Gundam models that you can get?
Oh yeah,
that have like 1 billion pieces and okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Now, I don't even know how long it's going to take me. I'm going to 3D model every piece of the model, and I'm going to scale it up and print it, each piece, and then I'm going to build the model. So it's going to be a human-sized Gundam model.
Oh, snap. All right, I got you. So you going to build like for people size. All right.
People size Gundam model. Yeah.
Fuck.
And then I'm going to rig it with like LED lights and all that stuff. And I plan on blogging it or vlogging it or something.
However the young kids do it these days.
Right. You know, I didn't even have a Twitter account until I started streaming.
Yeah.
Back in the day when Twitter first came out, I was like, God, Twitter's so stupid.
I thought so too. Then I got in trouble on it. Then I had to leave it. Then I came back.
So yeah, I got a YouTube, a Twitter, Instagram, pretty much all at the same time when I got my Twitch.
But yeah, I mean, so I'm ready to see that documentary. I want to see the Gundam come to life.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. I didn't plan on modeling each piece. I thought I could possibly scan in the pieces and then just resize them, but it's not going to work that way. Like that. I'm going to have to model it by hand, and that's fine because I like doing 3D models. If I could, get a job doing it constantly, I'd probably like it for 2 weeks and then get bored of it. But, just like anything else. Yeah. But yeah, definitely, man. I can't wait to get that done.
For sure. So, where can the good people of the interwebs find you doing such things as a freaking Twitch streaming and doing your arts and whatever have you?
It's twitch.tv/leatherneck_0481. I know it's a mouthful, but that's what it is, man. Mm-hmm. And I Twitch. Right now I'm streaming mainly on Friday nights, but I think I'm going to switch it up, do a couple days a week beyond Friday, probably Monday and Tuesday and Thursday, maybe Wednesday, maybe all week. I don't know. They can get me on YouTube, Leatherneck_0481 again. I got a couple things on there. What I didn't mention to you is I also have a HTC Vive, so I've done like artwork in virtual reality.
Oh, snap.
And those pieces, I have like some stuff that I've done on my YouTube page. Mm-hmm. I was shocked. I went to my YouTube page today, and I haven't been there in a really long time, and I had like 600 and 500 views on a couple of my videos, which blew my mind because, I got like only a handful of stuff on there. Yeah. It's kind of like a derelict YouTube page right now. It's kind of like my next project is just to try to get more active on everything. Yeah. And start pumping out more art, get art out there. Twitter at Leatherneck_0481, but it's Leath R, Leath.
I didn't even notice that.
Neck, because it was just too long. It was one letter too long, so I couldn't do that.
That's the same thing. I got a wrestling podcast that I do, and it's called Wrestling is Trash. So I tried to put that all in on Twitter, and I got everything in there. So except for the S or or the G or whatever, the H, it's one letter off. So it's Wrestling B Trash now.
And then Instagram 0481 Leatherneck is my Instagram. Right now, there's just like a couple of silly pictures of me and my wife on there. But I do plan on putting up some artwork. So just come back every now and then and just check up on it and see if I've posted anything. That's probably where I'll put the whole Gundam blog, whatever.
That's probably the best place for it.
Yeah. And then that's pretty much all I have for social media.
Well, what was the Instagram one again?
It's 0481 Leatherneck.
Oh, so it's reverse. All right.
Yeah, it's reverse, no underscore. And I just did that because Leatherneck was taken already on
I just
everything.
Looked at it.
So yeah.
Yeah, them sorry bastards.
Sorry bastards. Them bastards.
Because I can get into a rant about that all goddamn day. There's a motherfucker.
Oh, I know. I heard.
Oh,
look! Remember, I've been watching, man. I've been paying attention. Nice. Just like you had a guest that his favorite team is Detroit Lions.
See, yeah,
a couple weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, I'm right there, man. Detroit Lions, Red Wings, Michigan Wolverines. I'm all about it.
Yeah, I'm all about an underdog because the Saints was one at one time. I mean, they still are, but still.
Right.
They made it there. They made it to the promised land at least once in my lifetime. So I have that same, I guess I'm going to send those same good vibes to you. Maybe your Lions will get there one day.
Man, hopefully one day, like before I die, would be nice.
Yeah, I said the same thing about
just
the Saints.
Get there, you know.
Yeah.
You don't even have to win; just get there.
Yeah, I said the same thing about the Saints, man. I was like, I just want to see them win one time in my lifetime.
And I was just talking to one of my online friends earlier before we started, and we were talking about me getting back into my, start pushing art more, and I was telling him about this fortune cookie that I got. God, it was probably like 6 months ago, right? And I kept the fortune, and I'm going to tape it to my monitor because it says, "Use your talents. That's what they are intended for."
True.
So, yeah, I kept that one.
Yeah, and you should do it.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah, do that shit.
Procrastination from my mama. I put my procrastination in my mama name.
I mean, well, shit, man. I that's what this podcast done for me, man. It took me away from that, and it kept me going, and it turned into something else. It's just like, oh man, if I can keep up with this, do at least one episode a week, that'd be cool. And it just kind of been hanging in there 170 some episodes later without a beat, man. I haven't missed a week since I started.
That's awesome, man. I wish I could be that consistent with stuff, and hopefully I can get there.
You can do it. Just do it.
Just do it like Nike. Just do it.
Just do that shit. Yeah. But we're going to go ahead and put a pin in it, man. You got your social media out of the way and whatnot. I appreciate you for spending your time with me for this past hour or so.
Oh, man, it was a pleasure, man.
Yeah.
Anytime.
And you know what? I might have to. What's your you got PlayStation or Xbox, or you do it on the computer? What you streaming with?
I'm a PC guy.
I can't do shit with that.
I do have a PS4 and I do have an Xbox, and I have streamed
And you do have dogs.
Yes. And I do stream from the PS4 every now and then if I find a game worthy of doing it. So, but yeah, mainly PC.
Okay. So then, I don't know. We might have to make a game date one day so I can bust your ass in something, or maybe not.
Anytime, man. For sure. You can hit me up anytime. If you need some airbrush, hit me up. I'll hook it up. Or even digital art, like logos. I love doing logos.
Oh shit! Well, I'm always in need of a good logo. Yeah, but we clear. So I mean, this is just bonus material now.
Oh, cool. But yeah, man. And yeah, anything you need, man. Just I can help you out.
Sure. They got a dude. I just followed you on Instagram, so you have my account. But there's a dude on Instagram that you should look up. He do the pop vinyls and shit.
Right.
His Instagram is Benz BENZ Pops. Let me just see. Let me verify that. Yeah, it's Benz _custom _pops. And that dude do some crazy ass shit, man. You should look him up.
All right. I just wrote it down. Oh, and another thing I was trying to think of getting into was, man, before the IRS job, I tried to get this job. I was looking at like Craigslist and stuff, trying to find jobs. And there was this military guy that had a company doing these custom axes. Mm-hmm. They come in a nice box, and it has like the American flag on it, and the axe head is engraved and goes down the handle. Well, I'd be doing the engraving. Yeah. And me knowing that I could do it, but I've never done it before. I mean, I've done wood burning. I know I have a steady hand. I know I have the artistic talent to do it. Yeah. But he just didn't give me the shot at it. But, it's all right. I almost started my own axe thing in my own garage after that. And then there was the time where I wanted to be get better in photography. So I got a really nice camera too. Yep. And I forgot where I was going with this, to be honest.
Stuff you wanted to try.
Yeah, there was something else. There was somewhere I was going with that, man. I just drew a blank. Well, anyways, man. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I get into.
Word. But yeah, I mean, I got cameras all over this motherfucker right now. I got one here on the floor by my feet. I got one up here sitting on the shelf. I bought a gimbal for my phone. I got all kind of equipment. I'm just like looking for something to do with it now.
Yeah, man, that's like, sounds like me with microphones. I got a crap ton of microphones just sitting on my shelves.
Yeah.
And I tend to stick to my Audio Technica.
Yeah, that's nice what I got right now.
Yep, I love my Audio Technica. Yeah, and I just ordered some. Oh man, I've been waiting for these for years. Like going back to the virtual reality thing. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if you've seen the Vive controllers, but they're kind of big and you got to hang on to them and they're a little clunky. But you know what? They're very durable because I have hit the wall. I have hit the ceiling fan when it was on and they stayed together. But pre-ordered the knuckles. These controllers stay in your hand if you open up your hand. Oh, and they track your finger movement.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of like the keyboard joints.
So if you're going to pick up a grenade, you can actually reach down and open your hand and grab the grenade, like physically open your hand and grab.
Yeah.
And you'll pick up the game or the grenade in game. And you can throw it by, throw motion, release your hand. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's I guess that's the next step.
Yeah, it is the next step. And I'm still waiting for a really good 3D modeling program for VR. There's a couple for the HTC Vive that are okay. There's a really good one for the Oculus Rift. But yeah, I have the HTC, so.
Yeah, I just recently bought a 360 camera.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was the freaking Samsung Gear 360.
Nice.
It went on sale for like $89. I was like, yeah, I get that shit.
I have like a GoPro laying around here somewhere that I never use.
Yeah, that's the same. I got it's not a actual GoPro, but it's that style of camera. Is like
yeah, mine's a cheap knockoff.
Yeah, I got the sharper image joint.
Yep.
And I had that shit for a while. It was pretty cool. I have a computer I just built sitting behind me on another desk or a table. And I don't know. My friends are just giving me shit because I haven't hooked it up yet. That's what I need. I need another motherfucking computer. I'm just working with these piece of shit laptops that I got right here. And I can't say it too loud because it might hear me. But
I worked overtime for like 3 months to save up enough money to get the pieces so I could build this thing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to do. But then I look at it and I was like, just the freaking processors is like $400, $500 that I want. Then I was like, yeah, shit, that's half of a computer that's already built.
Let me guess. You want, no, I'm going to be a psychic here.
Okay.
i9 9900K.
I in all fairness, I do want that, but I've just been eyeing the i7 700.
Well, the i9 was just on sale, man, for like $494.
Well, like I said, man, I mean, I get buyer's remorse real quick. I'll spend money on shit and I'll be like, I'm sad.
Yeah, I had the money and I was like getting ready to spend it. And I'm like, man, this could get me a hardtop for my Jeep.
Yeah.
This could get me, this thing I want over here.
Yeah.
It was difficult.
I know, man. I get stuff like that and be like, fuck, man, you know how much little shit I could have bought with all this?
Yeah.
It's just like I saved this money to buy this one thing when I could have got like 10 or 11 other things.
Yeah, I was really close to just spending it on my Jeep, actually.
Man, I was sad.
Which is a whole nother story. That thing driving me nuts right now. It's been to the shop 4 times. Engine light still comes on.
Yeah, I got a shitty ass situation with goddamn safe light. Shitty ass motherfuckers. Goddamn window freaking what's that shit?
Right. I've had them replace windows or fix cracks.
Well, no, it's not the window. It was the freaking the motor in the fucking driver's side door. Bitch just, shit the bed or whatever. My window just dropped down and it just didn't want to come up or go down or whatever.
Oh, man.
So they replaced the regulator. And when the motherfucker replaced the regulator, he messed up my goddamn buttons on my goddamn console for the, the window controls. So I went back to them. I was like, hey, man, he replaced the shit in here and he fucked up my buttons. Oh, well, we didn't fix that. We just fixed the regulator. So you're covered on the regulator, but not those buttons. I was like,
oh, man.
I was like, you son of a bitch. All right. So I dealt with it or whatever. And just the other day, motherfucking same thing happened. Window went down. Didn't want to go back up or nothing. So I'm like, son of a bitch, man. I called Safe Light. I said, hey, man, y'all just put this regulator in my goddamn door and it's already broke again. It's like, man, you ain't even had it a whole 5 months yet. It shouldn't be the regulator. And it was like, well,
oh my God.
And they was just like, well, when the next time can you come by a shop or we can set you up for a mobile team? I was like, well, I'm off on Wednesday. I can come to you. And, it was like, we'll look at it. And, we don't have the part on hand. So if we have to order another one, it'll be another date. But if you bring the vehicle by the shop, we'll lock your window in place or we'll crash wrap it or whatever. So no rain or nothing to get in it. Now, this is their customer service line telling me to come by the shop so they can do that for me. So I go there Wednesday. I was like, hey, your people said, come here, see what's up with my window, yada, 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 yada. And they was like, well, you're going to need an appointment for that. I said, what? I said, your people told me to come here. And so why would they tell me to come here to get this shit done knowing that I need an appointment? And, I'm not going to yell at her because it's not her fault. It's her,
right.
But it's pissing me off. So she went in the back. She got somebody to come look at it. And she's like, well, if they have to open the door panel and everything, they're going to have to, we're going to have to schedule an appointment. There's no way around it. I was like, whatever. I mean, can somebody just come look at this shit and tell me what's wrong? So the dude went out there. He turned the car on. He pressed the buttons on the console or whatever. He heard the shit moving around and clicking. He said, yeah, man, it's the fucking regulator.
Well, no, duh.
I said, no shit. I know what the regulator is. I want you to just prop my window in place till y'all get another part. I know what the fuck is wrong with it. I just need somebody to fix this window so I don't get rained on. And it was like, oh yeah, man, we can't do that without an appointment. I was like, you're fucking kidding me, man. So that was on a Wednesday.
That's when you want to just choke him in front of Jesus, right?
Yeah. So that was on a Wednesday. Damn. It's like they couldn't get anybody to do shit about the window with the part until fucking Monday, which is today.
Oh my God.
So, all right. This whole time from then on now, I found some way to jimmy rig the window up in the up position. I stuck a goddamn putty knife in the side to try to keep the window from sliding down. But damn, just driving back and forth on the highway out here.
Right.
The motherfucker just kind of slowly sit down until I was like, fuck it. So dude come out there today. I told him all the shit that was wrong with it. He seemed sincere and whatnot. He did his job. So he's like, all right, well, the window works. He showed me, he pressed the buttons. They go up, they go down. He's like, what, he's trying to show me that the door is locked and everything, but the door was open. He's like, well, it won't do it while the door is open. Once you close the doors, you can unlock and unlock the buttons or whatever, common sense shit. So I was like, all right, cool. I appreciate you. Motherfucker left. I got in the car and went to the store and, ran a couple of errands and everything, didn't think nothing about it. I raised the window up and down, just make sure the shit was working right.
Right.
And then, I go to the bank and, my car got the push to start. So, I could start it from the key fob, let it run before I get in it. So I'm in the bank and, I start the car up and, he was out there running and everything. I go and when it's running, the doors are locked. So I go out there, not even thinking about it. And I've done this before this even happened. I would go pull the handle. I was like, oh shit, it ain't gonna open. It's locked. No shit. I pulled it and the door came open. Alarm start going off and everything or whatever. I was like, what the fuck? So, I didn't think nothing of it. Turn the alarm off, get it. I go to the store. I get out. I lock the door and I pull the handle.
And it opened.
And it opened. Why it's supposed to be locked. I was like, this motherfucker done fucked up my door again.
Yeah.
So now I got to deal with Safe Light ass again to unfuck my shit.
See, you just made my problem just seem so, just a little problem. It's just the light, man. Look, all right. So the last time, they fixed it twice and it came back on. The last time they fixed it, I didn't drive it the entire weekend, and I hopped in, first thing Monday, turned it on, boom, light came on. I was like, hey, whatever. Now it says gas cap and the light's on. I put 3 different gas caps on it. It still says gas cap. Mm-hmm. It just won't stop. And it's just annoying. But, you're talking about it not being the lady's fault. And I got a new appreciation for customer service people. Mm. I worked seasonally at the IRS, so I only, worked like 6 months. And they ask you if you want to volunteer for FEMA, and I did. And so last summer, I worked for FEMA for a couple weeks, answering phone calls. And that just brought a whole new perspective to customer service to me. So I try to be really nice and patient with people now.
Yeah. Shit, man. I can't. I'm angry thinking about it.
Man. Yeah, that's rough. Luckily, the people I work with, that I take my Jeep to, they're like, oh, yeah, okay, well, just bring it in. They've replaced like 3 other things on it and haven't even charged me for it. Yeah. Because they're just trying to get to the bottom of it, They're slow and they don't call you. But it's like a mom and pop's place. But when you get that bill, you go, oh, that's why I keep coming here. Until then, you're like ranting.
Yeah. Oh, well, shit, man. I gotta go ahead and get some things done and whatnot. But once again, appreciate your time, homeboy. Oh
yeah, definitely, man. It was anytime, like I said. And anytime you need a filling guest, let me know.
For sure. And
I'll be there.
And they just introduced a new belt called the 24/7 Championship.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Presented by Mick Foley. So it's like the old school hardcore title where it's defended 24/7.
Dude, the picture that just popped in my head, just the worst, man. Imagine him sitting on the toilet and they just bust in there. He's taking a dump.
Well, they had something similar to that. Well, not motherfucker in the bathroom or nothing like that, but they had people that were sleeping and they would sneak in there and pin them while they sleep.
Dude, that's crazy. 24/7 belt.
Yeah. And that's what they call it, the 24/7 Championship. And the belt looked like a boxing belt. It's round, it's green, got 24/7 in yellow on it.
If only me and my friends would have thought of that back in the day. Mm-hmm. That could have been fun. Yeah. Like back in high school or something.
I said, you can do it. You can still do it. It's never too late.
Well, it's kind of boring when, most of your friends are online because they can't pin you.
You can do meetups.
Oh, yeah. Vegas meetup, 24/7 championship belt for the entire weekend.
I actually know some.
You'd be going to jail.
Yeah, I actually knew some people who were doing that. Like, they would do that for WrestleMania weekend or whatever. They all go to WrestleMania and they'll meet up and they'll have a belt and they'll be 24/7 rules.
I only went to one WW. Back then it was WWF. I went to one of those. It was really cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to go all the times.
Yeah, I heard.
See, yeah. It's like, I'm telling you these things, but you already know.
Yeah, because, hey, look, I wanted to know what I was getting myself into. So I was like, first of all, I didn't really know what a podcast was about. So I was like, and even before I said yes, I listened to one of your podcasts first.
Okay. Yeah.
Just to see.
That's usually how I scare people off.
And then I was like, kind of scared to do it and just went ahead and did it anyways. I was like, oh, screw it. I'm just going to do it. Because I was like freaking out, man. You freaked me out.
Yeah.
Like the entire day I was at work just freaking out. I was like, what the hell am I going to talk about? What are we going to talk about?
Don't be scared.
You just want to know about military? And I was like, I don't even know how the hell he got a hold of me. And yeah, so I was freaking the hell out, man. I didn't know how it was going to go.
And now you know, and knowing it's half the battle.
Well, man, this whole experience as far as streaming, it's made me a little bit more talkative and a little bit more personable. Yeah. I used to be one of the people that did not like people, did not like talking to people, didn't want to be around people. And I don't know, man, streaming has actually helped with that a lot.
Yeah, I can understand. I mean, because that's kind of how it was toward the end of my military stuff. Because like they sent me to Fort Leonard Wood, and they made me an instructor, so I had to speak in front of people all the time.
Right.
So it made me a better public person speaker thingy. See, I can't even say words right.
Yeah, man, I run from public speaking like it's the plague.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm left to my own devices, I mean, I have no problem doing it, but it's usually when I have a script or something that I kind of... But yeah, I mean, you just let me stand up there and shoot the shit. I got it.
So how was your Comapalooza? I listened to the podcast.
Oh man, that shit was fun, man. The whole weekend was fun. I never did anything like that before. I mean, that was like my first, comic book convention. I went to a wrestling convention, WrestleCon, it's attached to WrestleMania or whatever. I've been to one of those, but like this is my first comic book convention ever, and that whole weekend was fun. It was fucking great.
I went to my first one here in Austin this past year.
What's the name of it?
God, what was it? Man, I don't even remember. But here, I got the flyer right here. What is it called? Just Greater Austin Comic Con.
Oh, okay.
And
I got one that's coming out there. I don't know if it's in Austin or San Antonio, but it's like the Fan Fest or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, that's in San Antonio.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I was thinking about trying to go to that, but the thing is, I spend way too much money at those places.
Yeah, I was trying to get in on it as a press or whatever, but I emailed and I talked to nobody trying to get in contact with me. Can't get a hold of nobody.
Yeah, they got they're gonna have Aquaman there.
Yeah, they're gonna have Daniel Bryan, Finn Balor, all them wrestling motherfuckers over there.
I showed my mom the flyer. I showed my mother-in-law the flyer that they're gonna have Aquaman there, and she was like, "Let's go!" Mm-hmm. Like, oh man, I did it now.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it on the show or whatever, but damn, they had a dude that came down here to this Comic Palooza because Amelia Clark was there. Khaleesi, goddamn Game of Thrones lady. And I told him about it. He didn't know nothing about the event. The same day I told him, the same day he bought a hotel, plane tickets, and her meet and greet pass to come out here all the way from Philadelphia to meet her ass.
Now I'm going to say this, and I heard you dogging these people on one of your podcasts.
Oh, dogging somebody? What'd I say?
But I'm going to say it, but I don't mean it like everybody else says it. I'm not saying it for attention, but I wouldn't have known who you were talking about. Unless you had explained she was on Game of Thrones, because it's not something I particularly watch.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I can understand that.
And it's not, it's the same. It was the same deal with the new Battlestar Galactica that came out. Mm-hmm. It's just something about I don't know. It's just something about them. They're like too political driven.
Yeah.
For me, too many. Our city is trying to conquest another city type thing, and I don't know, it just turns me off.
Yeah, I can get that.
Which I was really disappointed, because I really wanted to get into the Battlestar Galactica when it came back out, because I watched it as a kid.
Yeah, I don't know. I never got into that either. But I know what it is. I know what it is. I just never watched it.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I have no clue. But
yeah, back when there was 4 channels on the TV and you had to get up to turn the channel. Yeah. Remember those days.
But once again, for the 5th time, I need to go.
All right, man. All right.
All right. Take it easy, man.
All right. You too, man.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
And that is another episode in the books, everybody. As you can tell from a lot of the content that we spoke about, it was kind of dated. What I was saying last week, I had a ass load of interviews that I had bulked and whatnot, and I was just releasing them, at my leisure and whatnot. I've been working a lot more lately and everything and handling some personal stuff. So this is the method that works best for me. But now, you'll hear a little bit of a difference in some of the content that's coming out here because it's time to bulk up again, baby. September 1st is today as I record this, and a lot of things going on in September. My wife becomes a police officer. My wife turns 40. We are celebrating our 11th anniversary. So a lot of things are going down in the month of September and whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna be all over the place doing things and trying to get stuff tied off because we moving and shaking, baby. So shout out to the homie Dave and everything. It was just like, if you heard this, it was just a conversation that people have. He was a former devil dog. I'm a former devil dog. Well, you're never a former anything. You just like, you're not active duty anymore. So another interview plucked from the obscurity of the internet. I seen his USMC logo on his Twitter profile, and I was like, wait a minute, that's a Marine thing. So I had to talk to him, and that's what we did. So it's cool. You already heard him. He gonna offer to fill in time spots on the show when I ain't got nobody to record with. So I might have to take him up on that here coming up. But great to sit down and chat with a fellow double dog. And yeah, giggity goo. Being that it's September 1st, and I said there's so many things going on September, the month of September, that I'm jumping through hoops right now to get this done to put out, because obviously it is out if you listen to it. I don't know why I say shit like that. But this past yesterday, I was able to hang out with some of the listeners, well, one of the listeners, and he brought an entourage with him of the show. My homie over there on Twitter at Maximum Carnage HS. I think that stands for Hearthstone. It's a game that they play a lot of, adamantly, I might add, and whatnot. You would see him on Twitter with the little freaking Hello Kitty profile picture, whose name is also Dave too, I believe. And it was crazy because like I didn't ask him his name per se. I just knew him from the guy from Twitter that we have conversation with. So I just went there and we just had conversation like we would on Twitter and not exchanging names and shit. I mean, obviously, I'm Rob, but I heard the kid say his name. So I was like, oh, that's his name. But hey, we had a good time at the Southern Star Brewery. And, yeah, I mean, might do some more of those, if you're a listener here in the Houston area, you just want to hang out and do some chatting and everything. We were supposed to record a podcast, but when we actually got around to actually saying, hey, let's record some shit, a lot of people showed up to the brewery and it got crowded and it was kind of loud. So that environment was not conducive to conduct a podcast. So yeah. Also, happy birthday to Paul Griffin, one of the hosts of the RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk. And I was invited to that at Griff's. That's his hangout spot. And I bought him a Universal title to wear because he is the Universal champ on his birthday. So, now don't get crazy. Don't think I bought the actual replica joint. I went to Walmart, of course, and got that the little kid size belt. But shout out to Paul, shout out to both of the Daves, and everybody that came out to Southern Star and Griff's and whatnot. So got some things to do with September, baby. Moving and shaking. But you can follow me on Twitter at It's B-Rob. That's ITSBROB. You can also follow the show that you're listening to right now on Twitter at 3R Show. You can also watch me walk through the hollowed halls of Walmart on Instagram. Just search the Random Rambles with Rob or use hashtag 3R Show or hashtag Walmart Log. And you can go to randomrobcast.com to find out many ways that you can help support the show, to where it's buying merch, Patreon, which I'm about to revamp. I've said it many a times, but I think I got some cool ideas at a very cost effective prices. But it's not all about you spending your money on me. I do very much appreciate you. And right now, as we speak, up until Tuesday, there is a Labor Day sale on randomrobcast.com. You can get 35% off hats and 18% off shirts and 5% off everything else. I'm just throwing that out there. And but the most important way that you can help this show and any show that you listen to is writing 5-star reviews on any platform that you listen to the podcast on, or, you know, liking, sharing, making somebody else listen to the show. Because you can tell somebody to listen, but if you don't make them listen, if you don't put eyes on them and see them pressing the play button and downloading and subscribing, it was all for naught. So yeah, write those reviews, baby. I appreciate it if you did. And that's about it. I'll see you next time.